For your entry into a new genre, was it important for you not to just make the basic horror film, but the ability to create what could become an iconic horror figure?
Oh man, I as an actor, I don't consider that. I just know that I have a job to do, and my job was to show all of Sue Ann's humanity, bumps and all. And if she becomes an iconic character, well, I mean, ooh, that's a huge. I can't even think of it. I can't even allow myself to go there mentally.
Right. So, was it the possibility of chasing a new kind of genre and character that excited you?
I'm a huge horror genre fan and psycho thriller fan. I love the genre. I've seen just about every horror film that's come out. And so it's a natural progression for me to headline one, I thought, because, prior to now, Lupita Nyong'o, her film debuted at Sundance, but prior to that, you hadn't seen women of color in that role. So I was excited to do something extremely different and challenging, but I welcomed it.
I read something you said allegedly, but it was quoted, but that this is a character who is trapped in time.
Mm-hmm. She is. I think her mental, she arrested in her mental development because of the trauma that she experienced as a teenager. And so she's trapped, you can tell by her styling, by her music, she's just trapped in a time that she has seriously outgrown. Yeah. Did
you have a say in her appearance?
I did. I knew I wanted her because the 80s were when I started to grow up. And so I recognized, the hairstyles, and I knew that I wanted her to have the same one or a similar one to what she had as a teenager, and not really venture too far out of that because she hasn't as an adult.
Right. It all starts off so innocently.
A lot of things start off innocently, and then the rails come off.
What was it like for you to, slowly grow unhinged?
She suffers from a specific disorder, and there were a lot of clues in the script. And so when I realized that, I researched that a lot. I watched a lot of documentaries. I read up on that. And so it was easy for me then, or easier to understand why she would have such violent mood swings and why the rejection, would make her so obsessive. And so it was fun to play her until I got to the point where we were doing all of the gruesome things. That part was hard because, my co-stars were in precarious situations, and I had to acknowledge that and make sure that they felt safe.
And then, did you get into it?
Oh, you have to be into it 100%. But being into it meant like checking in after every take. Are you okay? Are you okay? It was crazy.
Are you a vengeful person by nature?
I don't have to be vengeful. I think nature, karma, always deals out that hand. So I don't have to be vengeful. I allow karma to do that work for me, and that way I can sleep at night knowing that I don't have to have those types of thoughts in my heart.
Yeah, it's karma's fault.
Karma is she's sweet.
Yeah. And reuniting again with your great collaborator and friend Tate.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was amazing.
Because it's a different genre for him as well.
It is a different genre, but when you think about the films that Tate's done, he's done different genres all across the board, and it just shows how versatile he is as a writer director. And it was fun. It was a lot of fun. He's the one who found the role. It was written not for me or anybody who looked like me, and the fact that he knows me and knows that I'm capable of being able to play that role, I owe him a lot for that. We had a lot of fun bringing Ma to light.
What do you think of you co-starring with a bunch of them, the current crop of upcoming actors?
Well, I gotta say, when Juliette Lewis and Luke Evans and Missy Pyle said yes, and Allison Janney, you relax. And then you meet these kids and they're all so dynamic and so they have such chemistry together. It makes for a wonderful cast, and I feel very fortunate because Ma doesn't work if the kids don't work. If you don't want to hang out and be with these kids, the movie doesn't work. So I'm very grateful that Carrie Barden found some amazing talent.
You continue to call her Sue Ann and not Ma.
It's so weird because the first time anyone ever referred to me as Ma, before they even knew about Ma, the movie, I didn't understand. I'm like, why is this person calling me their mom? And someone else like wrote on a comment like Auntie, and I thought it was one of my nieces or nephews because I'm just thinking, oh, that's so familiar. Why would you? But I guess that's the new thing, and I realize it's a term of endearment, and so Sue Ann will be Sue Ann for me. I'm going to let the young people call her Ma.
Right. And the devious plot, do you think this has preoccupied her for many years?
I don't think it has. I think she blocked it out because she still lives in the town with a lot of those people. But until she gets that moment where she gets to be the belle of the ball and it's taken away from her, that sets her on the spiral down because she was numbed by it all. I mean, she had a job, she had a life, mundane, but she got to be the belle of the ball. And when you take that intoxication away from someone, it can be dangerous. And in those regards, it was dangerous for the kids.